Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the F1 23 Last to First World Championship. Now, if you did, for some reason, miss the previous race, firstly, you're insane. You are clinically insane. That race was absolute chaos from minute one, so go and check it out right now, because it was a corker. And also, so then you understand exactly where we are in the context of the championship. Today, we are at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Baku. Who are we driving as? Again, the screen might be a bit of a giveaway, but let's see what happened as we dwell on qualifying. Here we are in Azerbaijan's capital, also known as the letter A, driving on board with the smooth operator Carlos Sainz, currently P1, as we head through the first corner. Brilliant first... What's he doing? What? He's jeopardized... Why is it... Carlos, you can't go that... Carlos, where are you going? You can't... Yeah, you can't quite... Oh... I see. Jesus, that was a smooth turn. What are you doing? I see what's happened here. The team have told him he has complimentary paella waiting for him on the pit wall. That was after qualifying. They didn't get to that part, though, and he's gone straight for the afters. Unfortunately, the FIA don't see it that way. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. Carlos Sainz has been rizzled. The FIA didn't see the charitable side of the paella on the pit wall. And as a result, he's been disqualified. No way. Oh, you just can't write this stuff, can you? Well, as we for some reason look at Verstappen's car, the face of that Red Bull mechanic says everything that Sainz will get after that performance. Death. Yeah, like I said, Verstappen, he's on pole by 3 whole tenths of a second. Unbelievable qualifying performance from him. He's ahead of his teammate Perez, and then it's our teammate Charles Leclerc in 3rd. Both Mercedes and Fernando Alonso looking to get his season back on track in 6th. We're last. Obviously. I mean, look, listen. The team told me there was some grub. I needed my famine quenched. That's not the right phrase. I don't really care. The food was calling to me. It didn't reciprocate. The FIA didn't anyway. So now, as a result, we're going to have to start where we always start in these episodes, believe it or not. Dead last. So it's not ideal then, but as we go into the race day, this is my strategy firstly, soft to mediums, and at this point I hadn't checked everyone else's strategy, but let's go to the race director, and everyone is starting on either mediums or the hards. I am the only one on the soft tyres on this grid, and you know what that means? There's a chance. Too conservative? Or am I just too cocky? You're about to find out. 5 red lights, go out, and it's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix to get underway. And I smell blood in the water. A fantastic start as Zhou bogs down completely. We send it down the inside. Sonoda and Hulkenberg on my outside. The traction on the softs helps immediately. Vehicle conditions okay. Those positions aren't for the AI. My God, they've been caught napping. 2 more positions gained. 8 positions gained in 2 corners. It's an unbelievable start as the soft tyres bite into the surface immediately, ground themselves and give us the grip we need. We send ourselves wide to not career into the back of Esteban Ocon. Well, knowing his defence, he probably would cause an accident by himself, so we need to get rid of him as quickly as possible. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Down the inside, and it's as easy as you like. It's textbook. Up to P11, fringes of the points, and it's only lap 1 of this race. Norris is our next target as we lock up the front wheels. We think about it into the castle section, but I've done races around Azerbaijan on this game. If you go side by side into the castle section, you receive a complimentary slice of death. So let's not do that. Instead, we'll use the traction of the softs, and my God, look at the way the car pulls and pulls some more. We leave the space for Norris. He's too scared. He squints out of it, and we take P10. 1 point to our name in just 1 lap of racing. The next target's the Alpine of Gasly as he locks up, creates a smoke screen, but that won't startle us anytime soon. Instead, we are going to sap the slipstream. Something like that. I don't even know what words are anymore. This has been an incredible start to the race as we get in the slipstream. Dump the battery a little bit. It's not going to be a huge help, though, as he has slipstream up ahead from Albon in P8 as Verstappen sets about eating up the miles. But Gasly defends to the inside. It compromises him. So round the outside we go. We go astronomically wide, but it's fine. The traction is perfect. The overtake is sublime. It's P9, 2 points to our name, and it looks like it's only going to get better as Albon doesn't have the traction. The Williams is washed. The Alfa Romeo annihilated. The Aston Martin astonished at our pace. Down the inside of Fernando Alonso. And P6 already in this race. In just not even two laps. 1 1/3 laps of racing. It's an incredible start. And I need to lie down because I'm going lightheaded. When I told you there was a chance, I'm telling you now there is a freaking chance. If that's what we do in 2 laps, with nearly 11 laps to go in this race now, imagine the progress we can make in the next 11 laps. We could win this race as we take the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 1:44.4 on a suboptimal lap. As, oh my god, they're fighting. Oh my god, this is perfect. Everything is falling into place. The poor strategies, the repassing and more passing all over again. Hamilton currently in 5th as we head on to the end of the lap. It's all swapperoonie as the Mercedes swap places. Our teammate actually holds down 3rd amazingly, so well done him. But on the softs, we are different gravy in that Sunday roast. Do you want some bangers with your mash? Because George Russell's going to get minced today. Look at this, as through we go.
Nope.
Oh, no we don't. Russell completely chops off the line. It compromises us, so we say, fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. A big suck provides a big reward. And with DRS, it's a new fastest lap. And P5, Leclerc and Hamilton are still fighting. My teammates on half, for God's sake. Ferrari, you are actually inbred. Well, Leclerc's compromise is going to be to our gain, because look at the traction we have. We've not just sold him a bag of chips, we sold him the fish and chips deluxe on the exit there. And Hamilton's next, using the slipstream and the DRS. He squares off our line a little bit, but this time we do it well. We do it correctly. P3 already in this race on lap number 4. We are consuming positions like my cat. Look at the size of him. If you threw him in the water, he'd have buoyancy.
Think this is really funny. I'm actually...
Anyway, look, lap number 4 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I'm going to calm it down a little bit because that's going to be the most of what we do for now. Now we just need to get our head down because our 2 main threats in this race are Perez and Verstappen. So we need to make sure we actually really get on the pace. Well, hang on. Yellow flag. What on earth is going on? Is everything going to fall into place? Oh my goodness, it's Perez! Perez is out! A mechanical failure. The Mexican with mechanical misdemeanors. He's out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's all falling into place. We are cooking. It's clicking. And suddenly, what turns into a small chance becomes a very big chance. Verstappen, if he ever had a safety blanket in this race, it was his teammate. And suddenly, that is gone. That is gone. So now comes the part of the race where we really, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. What craziness again. We really need to get our head down. Confirmation, Perez is out of the Grand Prix on lap number 4 of this race. Not even halfway through. We had lots of DNFs in Azerbaijan. Already 1 has fallen victim. And it's Sergio Perez, as he was hoping to get his championship charge back on track. But not today. It's now our job to stop Verstappen. Yeah, you heard me right. Stop Verstappen, because look at the gap at the end of lap number 5 here. We've gained a few tenths on him, and this is on old softs, bearing in mind. His mediums are completely outlasting whatever resuscitative life we had in these tyres, of which there almost is none. The rear tyres were completely cooked, but even so, another 3-4 tenths gained. The gap's going to be under 3 seconds as we enter the pits at the end of this lap, and it is absolutely crucial that if we do end up in traffic, we get straight through it, as we actually are a bit tentative. Luckily, with our massive invisible pit box, we do have an optimal turn in. Ferrari, great stop. Oh my goodness me. It's all actually falling into place. It's all falling into place. This could actually happen today. Listen, I did loads of these in F1 2019, breaking the 4th wall for a second here. I did loads of these in F1 2019. I never won a race. Today could be our biggest chance yet as we slot in behind Albon. We're still in the points, bearing in mind, as we have a nice flashy camera angle here. Let's see what damage we can cause in the slipstream of Alexander Albon. DRS wide open. There's a bit of a train here, but it's imperative we get past. And we do. We dispatch of the Williams immediately into P8, and the Alpine gets all flustered behind the Aston Martin. Round the outside of Gasly we go to achieve now an even better position of P7. Alonso, we need to get past him quick as well, because he's holding everyone up. So down the inside, he turns in. No! Contact is made. We were right alongside Alonso. I don't believe it. Luckily, no damage to our car whatsoever. Our next target is Valtteri Bottas as we completely cheese that right-hander. A few attempts gained already. These new mediums are fired up immediately. But what was Alonso thinking as he tries to get his challenge back on track? He just turns in on... I mean, look at this for yourself. Oh no, Edit. So after that crisp, clean, esports-esque move on Fernando Alonso, as we gap him by 4 and a bit seconds, Bottas is ahead of us. He's been very consistent, but in all the wrong ways. He's finished 12th at every race so far. Today he's having the race of his life in the Baku as he enters the pit lane to change tyres. Hamilton, Leclerc into the pits as Verstappen stays out for another lap. Oh my goodness, that could be a horrendous mistake. The optimal lap to pit for softs would have been now while he had the gap and he could have scampered away. But this brings us back into the fray. It gives us the chance. And watch this. You're about to watch us haul in a gap to the Red Bull driver. Watch that. It's 19 seconds right now. But look at it as we enter through this corner so close to the wall. It's such fine margins here on the Baku City circuit. Walls on every little corner, nook and cranny. You just can't take any chances at all. Through the left-hander, hug it close to the wall. Try not to clip the curb too hard on the right if you do even clip it. If you miss it, that's ideal. It's just fine margins here as the gap is now in the 18-second realm. Taking loads of that curb there. It's now in the 17-second realm. We've gained a second already. Oh my goodness me. We are well within Verstappen's delta. There's no way we don't undercut him now as we go through the castle section. The traction is crisp. It's clean. We slide a little bit. It derails my point, but the point actually is we're almost 2 seconds gained to Verstappen as he's actually dumped a little bit of the battery. I can tell as the delta increases. He's scared. He's nervous of the pace we have, and I can't believe this. The AI who thought the mediums and the hards were a good starting tyre have been caught with their pants down completely. They're going to look properly embarrassed. We have 2 purple sectors to our name as we look to gobble up Verstappen, munch up that meaty 25 points, maybe even 26. He's pitted this lap. He's on to softs as we cork it down the main straight. Russell's into the pits. We go past the line. It's fastest lap of the race. Amazing lap from us as we go round turn 1. Slide out a little bit. Where's Verstappen? He's behind us. Verstappen is behind us. Yes! The undercut works to perfection. Our strategy has worked to perfection. We are a second ahead of the man who is leading the Drivers' World Championship. The only man who can possibly dethrone Verstappen this race is us. Carlos Sainz, look how close we are to the wall. We are not taking this for granted. We are making sure we win this in convincing fashion. Lap number 9 of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And now we need to set about holding the gap. But look at this. He did catch up a little bit on new softs, but our straight line speed is immaculate. And immediately, I'm smelling even more blood in the water. We're only a 10th off our fastest lap there. And we're driving like Lord God Almighty. My goodness me. What a drive it has been and what a drive it continues to be here. Lap number 10 through the castle section. Verstappen is harrying us. His tyres are now up to temperature. He's looking to make the most of his pace and he's within a second. That's alarming, but our exit is good. We dumped a bit of the battery on the exit and our setup has lended us well to our straight line speed. We're cut through the air like the Bloodhound SSC compared to that Red Bull, which is like a Fiat Punto. My God, Squeaky's back again. Hello. Let's not talk about my cat's arsehole after a curry, okay? Look at him. He's sad, right? Listen, you don't need to say that about him. He's actually upset. Anyway, Verstappen within a second. Oh, no. Oh, good news. We're out of DRS again. I told you the setup was good. We're using up the best of his soft tyres, and our mediums are coming back into play. So, let's see if we can keep the gap to Max Verstappen. Well, the next lap was great, and so was the lap after that. But you didn't think it would be that easy, would you? You didn't think Verstappen would let me off the hook when a race win was in his grasp. He wouldn't let it slip out of his fingertips that easily. So, last lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, we've actually driven out of our skin the entire race, smoothly as you like from Sainz. But Verstappen is vulgar. He's vicious. He's looking for something foul, quite frankly. I don't even know what. My race win is what he's going for, and we can't allow that. as you think it would be easy. Of course not. Verstappen dumping the battery. He's using every tool in his box as he looks to try and get our position. But look, in the corners and the traction, we actually gain time. Our mediums are coming back into play, which is great news for us. He's used the best of the softs. That was the strategy, and he's done just that. As we enter this section, it actually looks quite tentative, and you're right if you were thinking that, because I could not afford to make a mistake. That was the last thing I needed to do. Ignore, that was esports line. But the point is, if I make a mistake, Verstappen's in DRS, and then he uses that slipstream, potentially overtakes us. Through the castle section, the gap under a second. He's using every trick in the book, every wide line he can possibly muster. But the amount of chances he has are waning. The win is slipping through his fingers. It's getting closer and closer for us as the final stanza. Verstappen, the gap, 7 tenths, but he's overdriven. He's outbraked himself, and that could be it. Through this last corner, as long as we don't muck it up, and we haven't. 1 second, and that's it. That could be it. I can't even speak. You don't understand. 2019, I first uploaded a last to first challenge. We never completed one, but today, this is it. 4 years in the making. Well done, Baku. And we're going to do it. We've beaten Max Verstappen. We have won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I don't believe it. Carlos Sainz and Ferrari are a force in Formula 1 again. Back on top. Driver of the day, and rightly so. What a race. What a strategy. Oh my God, we've done it.
So another excellent win from Ferrari. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, when you overtake that many people, I'd certainly hope you'd win the race. Their car was really effective in the slipstream here today, and the team would be pleased that they didn't cook the engine, given how long they were spending in the hot air behind other cars. They had a lot of confidence to push their tyres hard as well, especially going into the corners, which allowed for some late braking and some exciting passes.
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. A sublime race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Doesn't it just feel good seeing a Ferrari on top in Formula 1, huh? I'm feeling a bit smug today. Carlos Sainz wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's the first non-Red Bull winner of the entire season. And what a way to do it. To beat Verstappen. Couldn't overtake him on the track, but instead we outpaced him. We outclassed him. They all slumped in the strategy department, but we cooked up a concoction of pure, unbridled victory. It's the same podium as the Australian Grand Prix, and what a race it was. First place, we've done it. We've actually won a last to first. 4 years in the making, like I've said. It's been a long time coming, but we've finally done it, and with fastest lap. There was no denying our credentials out there today. Even on soft tyres, Verstappen couldn't beat our fastest lap of the day. Unbelievable showing. In the end, it is Verstappen and Russell on the podium, like you saw. Shock. It's Leclerc 4th, though. Hamilton, sorry, I can't even speak. This is unbelievable. Hamilton 5th. And then we have some surprises. Unbelievable race from Valtteri Bottas to come 6th. Alex Albon to claim Williams' first points of the season. Piastri from 17th to get 9th. What drugs were you on, mate? Tell you what, he's quickly cementing himself as Rookie of the Year. Not that he had any competition. Anyway, look. Perez, the only DNF. Norris was so close, as was Zhou Guanyu, actually. Fair play to Zhou Guanyu. So close to getting his first points of the season and open his account. But the big story of the day, my God, the big story of the day. Aston Martin. What the hell is going on? Sorry, Alonso finished 14th. I know your car number's 14, but you're not supposed to finish in that position. What the hell happened with him? And it wasn't even like he was held up in a DRS train. He was 4 seconds off Magnussen. He was just slow out there. He can't repeat this at all. This is a shambles of a race. He has to buck his ideas up if he's ever going to be in the championship fight. And he's got to do it quick smart, because the F1 circus is going to be very jet-lagged as we head over to a race that has yielded no exciting moments, but hopefully will for us. It's the Miami Grand Prix. But after the Baku bonanza, let's have a look at the drivers' standings. Verstappen on 87 points extends his lead over George Russell, who is the only other driver to be on the podium every single time this season so far. Carlos Sainz jumps up to 3rd place and closes in on the championship battle with 55 points after his first win of the season. Perez drops to 4th, Hamilton and Leclerc joint on points with 34 in 5th and 6th. However, it's great races for Bottas and Albon, and also Oscar Piastri for extending his account. Only a few drivers now yet to score points. In the Constructors, Red Bull still lead, but it's not by much. Mercedes and Ferrari are hot on their heels because Perez continues to have either shocking luck or be a shocking driver, really, so he needs to buck his ideas up very quickly. McLaren cementing themselves in 4th place. Aston Martin joint on points with Alpine. That's really not what they wanted, considering the pace of their car. Haas and Alfa Romeo on the same number of points. Now it's just Alfa Tauri who are yet to score points in this season. Will it come soon? Will it come at the next race in Miami? Will there be any other surprises along the way? Well, you'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for watching this round of the Last of First World Championship. Chaos once again at the Caspian Sea, but in a completely different way. We unsettle the Red Bull rhythm. Hopefully, long may it continue. If you did enjoy this wonderful race, then please leave a like on the video and subscribe so I know that you enjoyed it, and hit that notification bell so I doubly know that you enjoyed it, and you make doubly sure that you don't miss a single round of this championship, because you never know, there could be plenty of twists and turns along the way. Where we're going next, there are plenty of twists and turns. You won't want to miss Miami. You never know what craziness could happen. Will it change the spectacle of F1? Probably not. But you never know with this series, do you? But once again, thank you very much for watching. And until the next race, I'll see you soon.